Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Good morning, farmers, and welcome back to another day on the farm. No testing today. We're actually going to get to work on our own farm and try to get some things done. I just hired a worker. I'm going to hire a couple more to plow some fields up in the northwest part of the map. And I don't know where I'm going. I need to go over here, because we are going to grab our fertilizer spreader. Where did I park that thing? Am I looking right at it and just missing it? Seed roll. Oh, it's up. Back over here. So we're going to put some fertX into this sucker. We're going to head on down to Wheatford. And that big 7.5 hectare field, we need to start spreading some fertX down there. To get that field in perfect conditions. Well, as perfect as we can get it. It's been plowed, obviously, and cultivated, and seeded with barley. So now I just need to go down there and spread some fertilizer on it. And we're doing that with some fertX, because I don't want to keep making trips down there. Fill fertX. Looks like I gotta buy some more fertX. There's our greenhouse. So while we're going, so yeah, up here, he's going to plow the field, hopefully. One of these fields, I think there could be some cows that could give us some problem. Free-range cattle, if you will. But yeah, we'll get them 3 workers plowing those fields. I'm going to have those fields up in the north, the west, plowed and cultivated for us. I only want to do the fields around the farm, and this year, like I said, in the farm, we're pretty much just going to prep the fields for September. Maybe skip some of the season here, only in hopes that next season maybe little Timmy will be out of the crib. I know some of you are further along than that than I am, so. But I was actually married for quite a while before she got pregnant as well. Boy, these fields just look weird, because it looks like there's grass growing in them, even though there isn't. So not much on the agenda for today, other than hiring some workers. And speaking of hiring workers, time to hire another one. Spending a lot of cash to get the fields plowed, but what you gotta do. So here we are coming up to Old Wheatford. I gotta hire a whole bunch of people to work down here as well, but yeah, I just want to get the northwest fields done at this point. The fields in the east, we got 4 of them, right? 4 fields? Yeah, 4 fields, I do believe, that actually have crop in them. The fields out in the east, I'm not touching at all. That's, I mean, other than fertilizing. They've been plowed, cultivated, harvested, plowed, cultivated, and seeded by workers. And when it comes time to harvesting it, I don't know really. The way the harvesting testing has been going on lately, I'm not sure what I want to do. Let's go down here though, because finally our worker, I had to pay 2 or 3 workers to seed this field. So they kept having problems of the workers not reloading when I reload the game, but finally, it should be all set. So if we get down here and look, yeah, 99.84% barley. So I need to zoom out here, turn that little guy on. So after we get spreading this field and get all done, I think we'll head on down to the store, and I will buy some more fertX just to have it, because obviously I think we saw I had maybe like 84 kilograms left. Not a whole lot, so no, nothing worse than thinking you got everything you need and then go start an episode or just a day on the farm and then realize you don't have everything you need. And money's not an issue, so we'll just go buy it afterwards. Although we're below $4 million now. I forgot how much we were up to after spring cleaning, so that's fine. Next year we'll do some more spring cleaning, and honestly, I even forgot now how much we earned from last spring cleaning, so a lot of numbers have been going through my head with all the testing and stuff lately, so the numbers are just, they're all in my head, and they're all getting confused and bouncing around in there. I didn't check to see what kind of jobs were available for us today either. I didn't want to do any more plowing jobs today, because we did a couple plowing jobs last time. And obviously we got a lot of our own fields to plow. So the one thing that gets me with a fertX, it's almost like they just took the script for spreading fertilizer, which is wider than the manure spreader, and just like put it into one. Because I can probably get this field like 100% spread with fertilizer, but manure would be like around 90%. So it's almost like they just took the scripts from those spreaders and put it into one when you use fertX. So even though I'm getting the spread good on the artificial fertilizer, the manure, on the other hand, isn't spreading as far. But I'll be good with it as long as it's somewhat close. Because basically I just want to see how many bales of straw we can get out of this field. I did the test once before, way back when, I don't know, and I think we ended up with like, it was like somewhere between 250 and 270 bales. And that was before we had the auto-loading bale system. So you had to go around, pick each one up by hand, and put it in the back of the trailer. And I do believe that was even way back before. The only trailer we had was the one that held, was it 39 bales? Or was it 19? See, numbers. Numbers are just gone out of my head. So, yeah, I don't know. But you had to pick them up manually anyways. So, but back then, though, straw bales were worth quite a bit compared to now. But a couple of the straw bales we will take up to the farm, and we'll top off the cows. The cows are down to like 60%, which is, who really cares, because the cows should be able to feed on that for the rest of the year. And I do hope in an update soon that they kind of change that with the cows, that they don't, that you can't use straw to feed the cows. It just would have to be grass. Preferably hay, but we don't have nothing to tend the grass. I guess what they could do in the game for grass, and this is, I don't know if they watch my channel or not, the devs, but if they do, you could do it where you cut the grass and just leave the grass in the field for like a day or two, but the weather has to be sunny, and the grass could turn to hay, and then we could bale it and it'd be like hay bales. Or give us a tedder or whatever. But right now I think they're pretty much focused on trying to get rid of the bugs that are in the game. Hopefully that's what they're... It seems like I still haven't had a chance to even watch the stream. I don't think I'm going to. But as far as I know, no one's mentioned in the last one. I said leave any comments if they introduce anything new that I just happen to miss. But no one made a comment of, oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, or this is going to be added. So I don't know. So basically I think it was just them streaming the game just to get the game out there. Make sure I try to get every little piece that I can here. We're destroying oh, I was like, I'm not destroying crops. What are you talking about? That's right, we got 3 workers going. And I know getting back, I know I said this when I was doing the harvesting test, and I was kind of glad that the game crashed on them when they were streaming it. Only just to kind of prove that, you know, autosave, you know, there is an autosave of the game, yes, but only when you complete a quest. So I hope they kind of add autosave in, as in like every, you know, I would like to see it like every 10 minutes. Every 5, you know, is or whatever they come up with, you know, as long as it's something. Because how long do you get going in the game, you get involved in the game, and you just are not thinking of saving the game until the game crashes, and you're like, oh, when's the last time I saved the game? No, I did all that field work, and now I gotta do it all over again. It's like right now, if the game were to crash right now, I'd be starting off back at bed. And have to do this all over again. And hire the workers. Yeah, so hiring workers to harvest right now is a big question mark. And wow, after doing, I'm probably willing to doing the test one more time about fast harvesting. Because that was a result I was not expecting. You know, I think I said in the video, I was either expecting roughly the same amount or it to be less, like they said it should be. I was not expecting to get that much of an increase. I have no idea what's going on there, so. But then again, it seems like every test I do with Farmers Dynasty, when you think you know what the results are going to be, you pretty much need to expect the unexpected. So like when I go to harvest this field, you know, why would I cruise? When I do the test again, if the numbers show that it's going to be that much more, why would I harvest at a slower speed when I can go at twice the speed and get more grain? Not the proper way to actually harvest, but you know what? This is a big field. And I know someone did ask a question or a comment a while ago. I forgot what episode, one of the past 2 episodes of Farmers Dynasty. Where do they sell the crops when there's multiple places to sell the crops when you hire a worker? I tried doing that test, and I ended up getting different results than what I was doing the test for. It was still unknown when it comes to wheat and barley when you hire a worker to harvest a field where they're selling it to, because the numbers just didn't add up to anything. You couldn't quite tell which one they were selling it to. This game is like a mystery. Well, around and around I went, and here we are, just about done. I love this spreader better than the trailered one. I even forgot what brand that was. It's been so long since I used it. I used to have to make a couple trips down with the trailer to do this whole field. So how do we end up doing? 100% in fertilizer, 96% in manure. Not bad, but you know, I do overlap quite a bit, and I used about 55% of the fertilizer that we have. Let's do the smart thing. I've already saved it once, but I'm going to save it again. Save, save, save. That's all I got to say. If we go to the map, where are we? 30% plowed. Do not click on the fields, Peanut. They will. This is another thing I wish they would kind of correct. If I were to click on that field, it's going to cancel the worker that easily. Click to cancel. One click and it cancels. I think there needs to be a prompt that comes up and says, are you sure you want to cancel the worker? That'd be a great thing, because I know I've done that a few times, and I'm sure the rest of you have done that once or twice yourself. You want to click over the field to see what they're doing, and you actually accidentally click on your mouse or what have you, and next thing you know, it's like, where did my worker go? Oh no, I gotta hire him all over again. So 9 o'clock in the morning, but we are going to head on down to the store. We're going to buy some stuff, meaning fertX. And while we're there, we'll see how much fertilizer we have as well. And I think I mentioned this before. I mean, the melon update for the greenhouses has been out for a while, and I have yet to even harvest them in the greenhouse yet. I've been doing all this testing here and there, so it kind of slows the progression of a day on the farm. So I want to see if my wife will make melon pie. And also apples. I swear the updates come out, and some of the updates they have, it's like I'm not anywhere close to being ready for that because of the time of the year I'm in or the cycle my fields are in. So I try to keep some backup saves so I can do some testing when updates come out. Let's head on down to this store here. Hop on out. I feel like I'm kind of slow. Am I hungry or something? I'm a little hungry. I got some food on me. Alright, let's spend some cash. Seeds. I'm doing pretty well. Oh, canola. Oh, wow. We are low on canola. And we know we're going to need that. I wish I could just buy more at once. Even though we are going to probably... I think that 10,000 should be good enough for now. What I want to say is usually when we plant canola, we usually hire a lot of workers. Hens, hen food. I could actually buy... And it actually still says straw. I wish they would change that to grass. Really? It's only $2,800 to buy enough food to feed the cows? We're not going to do that though. Ducks, fertilizer. I only have 6,000 in stock, so we'll just top that off as like I can. And fertX, I need to do that. And then I'll buy some more fertX once again. Nope, that's wrong. Nope. Don't give me that stuff. Alright, that is good enough for now. Greenhouse goods, 600, 100 is good. Because I got a lot of stuff. I think I'll just try to use up what I have instead of buying all that. So there we go. We're slowly dropping more and more below 4 million. What am I going to do? Alright, time to head back to the farm. We're going to grab the big modern tractor. And we're going to grab our slurry spreader. I did notice this when I was doing the testing the other day. One of my slurry spreaders is completely empty. So when the end of fall came last year, I did not fill up with slurry from the cow manure tank. So yeah, I lost the opportunity to gain a lot of cow manure during the off season, if you will. But it's all good. Yeah, we're gonna go up and spray a field right next to Oliver's house, the field that we have plowed and cultivated. Yeah, we need to get back to work and working our own fields up here. Have I done that field as well? I may have a couple fields to do. But I need to go empty this fertX back into our storage area. And swap tractors around. So give me just a moment if you could. So I have the spreader that was completely empty. So let's go ahead and top this off. We'll fill it all the way up. And that way we'll get our... Is it 2,000 liters-ish I get per day from the cows? Somewhere in that vicinity. Seems about right, doesn't it? As she fills up nicely. So I think this is the first time I got to use the big modern tractor with a spreader or sprayer. I mean, it should haul it around a little bit better. 1850 is a total, right? 18,500, not 1850. Let's take it on out this way. There's John's barrel. This tractor must have been hungry. Just ate that deer up like it was nothing. I did check the jobs available for us. There's 2 jobs where people just want tomatoes. And I don't think I have any tomatoes. So, won't be doing that. And the other job, I think both Oliver and Abigail, I think it's Abigail that lives with Oliver, right? Something like that. One of them has a plow job for the 1.27 hectare field, which is the grass field just right there, that bare field you can see it off in the distance. And the other one wants tomatoes. So they both have jobs for us, but I don't think I got tomatoes, like I said. So they're going to have to live without. And of course, I don't feel like plowing at the moment because I got my own fields to plow. The money would be nice, but like I said, you know, we got our own fields to do. I could use a social point as well. No, just kidding. Of course I don't. But yeah, I did say, you know, it's kind of a profit to hire someone to plow your field while you go plow others. For the most part, that is true. I guess it's got to depends on the turnover. You got to make sure you got enough jobs to do while the guy's plowing your field. I'm trying to see. I wish I could zoom back farther to see exactly the area that I'm covering. But it's kind of hard to do that. But as long as we get it in the 90 percentile, then I'm okay with how it comes out. So this is about, I think, the only field that I have plowed and cultivated since the end of spring cleaning, which seems like I did ages ago. Seems like I was recording those episodes months ago. Uh-oh, sneeze time. Hang on a second. Yep, kicking up all the pollen. That's what we're doing. Yeah, my allergies are really bothering me today because today is the first day I got to mow my lawn. Didn't really need it, but the first time you mow your lawn for the year, get all the leaves off the ground that you missed last year, stirs up a lot of pollen. That's for darn sure. Turn that off. I like how you turn off the sprayer and it takes like about 5 seconds for it to turn off. But I guess it's got to drain out what's in the hose. Now there's a farm not far from where I live, about 30 miles from where I live. They have a system, and I've seen them use it like 2 years now. When they spread slurry on their fields, they don't have a tanker. They just have like a sprayer. And they have a tanker like on the edge of they got like 4 fields, and they put the tanker in the middle of the 4 fields. So it's an equal distance. And on the tanker is like a retractable hose. And they just fill the tank, you know, trucks keep coming and fill the tanker, and the tractor just goes around with a hose attached to the sprayer. So I'm assuming there's got to be like a pump on the tanker that pumps the slurry. I've seen it. It's kind of neat how the hose kind of like retracts a little bit. There's a guy that sits back by the wheel and kind of retracts the hose and lets the tractor extend it out. It's kind of a neat little system. Alright, so how did we end up doing here? Where's the field? 99%. How much slurry did I use? How come I cannot see my slurry in my tanker? Am I too far away? Really? How about there? So we use about 8,000 liters. But I do like how the big modern tractor hauled that around. Didn't get bogged down on the corners, didn't slow down too much. So let's go top it off one more time and park it up. So that tanker over there is full. This tanker will be full here in a second. I was going to fill it up and just leave it here and let it fill up, but I don't want to leave it parked here because if I save the game and reload the game later on in a couple days, I feel like something's going to glitch and who knows what will happen. So I don't want to do that. I am curious to see did the ducks and geese come out to play today? I don't see the ducks. The ducks usually gather right around there, and the geese usually go right around there. I have been told that the wife will collect the eggs from the geese and the ducks. Duck, duck, goose, duck, duck, goose. Every time I say geese and ducks, I just think duck, duck, goose. Alright, so we're going to park this guy right here. We are fine. Save, save, save. Alright, so my inventory... No, I got... some reason I got 8 eggs on me. I don't know why. I'll probably just eat those up at some point. I am going to go down to the pantry and see if I got any tomatoes. There's my wife. We'll pass her by. I don't think she wants to talk to me today. Let's head on down here. Do I have any tomatoes or did I cook them all? Oh, I got tons of tomatoes. Okay. Oh, wait. No, wait. I was doing that wrong. No, strimmer. No. No. Tomatoes. Sure. Actually, let's just put 100 in there because in my pocket they will rot in my pocket. That's a wonderful thought, isn't it? Rotten tomatoes in your pocket. I'm gonna go up and see Oliver. Yeah, you keep waving like that. Looks so weird. Oh wait, is Oliver still there? So you can see up at Oliver's house, 20 tomatoes and plow the field. And that field, I think is going to be this one, 1.27. But then again, when I took 2 plow jobs up here, I go, oh, it's these 2 fields here. It ended up being these 2 fields here. 1.48, 1.48, 1.59, 1.59. Yeah, anywho. 20 tomatoes. Oh, there's a job over here, transport. I don't know. Let's jog up and go see Oliver. Just check and see what time it is. You know, sometimes you do jobs and you're thinking to yourself, oh, it's about this time. You check the time of day and it's like, oh, wow. Oh, it's later in the day than I thought. Or, okay, I got plenty of time to do the rest of this stuff in the day. I still would like to see some of the mechanics change a little bit. Like sitting down in a chair to regain your quote-unquote sleep. I'd like to see that change. I would like to see it more like you have to go to John's store and buy like coffee or something like that to keep you awake. So there's Oliver. Wait, so Oliver's not the one with the job? Wait, am I at the right? Oh, it's not Oliver. It's Clara and oh wow, what's his name? Aiden. Well, I know I cannot accept a job from Clara. So hopefully it's Aiden that wants the tomatoes.
Care to talk?
Good morning.
Yeah, technically it still is morning.
I am looking for work. Got anything for me?
There's a field nearby that needs plowing. Will you do it?
No. Although that's, $1,000, really? Nope.
Thanks, but not now. Maybe later.
Thought about it for a while. It's nice to do that, but yeah, so she wants the tomatoes. I don't think...
Can I help you, sweetheart?
Yeah,
I'm
you're just
kind of green. Can
Yeah.
you tell me a bit about field work?
I have no idea how to farm.
Sure. What do you need to know?
I have no idea how to farm. I got $4 million and
Thanks.
too many darn
I'll see
fields.
you around.
Now, as far as I know, this character has been fixed, but you have to restart a new save game. So that they fixed that about a year ago. I think they fixed that. At least I've been told. I haven't started the game to find out, so I'm not going to be able to find out that way. Transport. Let me put a star down here. We'll hop into my car here. And we'll go to a bus stop. Now, not that it matters too much, but the bus stop will charge me $2, I do believe, per day that you use it. So when we travel, the money and my social points should come up because it took $2 out of my wallet. Okay, so Where is it said job? Kind of in front of me somewhere. All the way over here to deliver how many tomatoes I want. So I'll probably get like $200 and 400 social points. Even that seems like too much to deliver just tomatoes. Yep, their chickens are still outside. Whoa, dude, what is up with you? He just looks so weird.
Hello there.
Oh, it's you again.
Yep, it's me again.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, I need some tomatoes but can't go to the shop now. Will you bring me these?
Sure, give me the money. Oh, 95, so it's
Sounds
cheaper than I
good.
thought.
I'll take care of this.
And I pulled tomatoes out of my pocket.
Here's something for you.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Oh, yeah. $95 and 190 social points. First off, let's take the marker off here. So, transport job. Do I really want to do a transport job? Not really, because where they're located, I have to drive to and all that. So let's head back to our car. Tractor. We don't need to talk to the wife. The one thing I do want to do is... let's get our strimmer out. Where I'm from, we call these weed whackers. And I'm still going to use this more over than that rotting lawnmower, because I just hate that thing. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Now, I could just grab one of my cultivators, that many cultivators that we have parked, and do this, because it'd be quicker that way as well. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get alongside the buildings here. What? There we go. Never mind that 2D bush that we got going on there. I also think I need to go around and fix up some greenhouses with some new sheet metal. Just so I can get rid... How many of these do I got now? 5 of them. Yeah, that was a little bit of a bug back in the day. Every time you loaded the game in, it would all of a sudden just... new sheet metal would just reappear. It's only... You're supposed to only get one of those when you start the game. It's to teach you how to fix the greenhouses with new material. I don't know if you still start off with one or not. Alright, let's go just grab one of my tractors and cultivate this. Why don't we be easier? And we'll use one of the cultivators I don't hardly ever use. We don't need that big guy. We'll take my tractor. The other one's actually my wife's tractor, which is now she's got the smaller... Is that a 95 horse Linder? Can I kind of forgot. Can I use the mower to mow the grass around the... I know that sounds stupid. Or is this just work in the fields? I don't remember. Let's lower that. Oh yeah. There we go. Doesn't really have a great working width area, but at least we'll get to use the mower. This is why I like using the cultivator, because it's a little bit wider. But you know what? We'll use the mower because we can. And we'll get just a little bit of the grass on this side of our road. Sound like I was stopping traffic from going. Yeah, this mower could... What, I can't mow the grass here? Okay, there it goes. I'm like, why isn't that cutting exactly where it should? It's always good to keep the grass kind of short. You don't want ticks and stuff. This will eliminate a lot of bugs hanging around. Tall grass also means a lot of insects in the ground, which will attract, oddly enough, skunks and other animals to dig for the grubs and whatnot in the ground. And we don't want skunks around here. Especially with the Rex hanging around. Rex looks like the kind of one that could get into trouble. Alright, so see, I got that piece of grass does not want to... How about if I mow that rock? Will it get rid of it then? Of course it will. And we don't need to get this all pretty and whatnot. Apparently we're destroying crops, but that's got to be the workers up in the northwest part. Yep, should have used the cultivator. Would have been a little bit faster. I'm still hoping also that... yeah, there's a PTO shaft on the front of this tractor. So I'm hoping in the future that the front of the tractor we can hook up like the mower to it. And that... I didn't think I was hitting that tree, but must be I was. Yeah, so you can put the mower in the front, and then behind you you can put your baler and trailers to pick up the bales of whatever you're making. Well, obviously if you got the mower in the front, you're making... I guess you're making hay. Or excuse me, you're making grass bales. I don't really need to mow the center part, but we will, because we can. Well, grass is kind of a crop, isn't it? You're mowing grain with a grass mower, you are losing crops. There is no grain over there, but thanks for the warning. And the one thing that we're not able to do, and I think in the early stages, I think, you know, they in the release video before the game came out, they show pictures of these logs up on platforms, and there people are cutting it. Why am I hitting something? There's nothing there. Alright. Be that way. Yeah, so I thought we'd be able to make like firewood. Really? I can't back into here either? Oh, okay. Keep telling me I'm losing crops, that's fine. Alright, so that's good enough as far as I'm concerned. I had my fun with the mower. Yeah, so I think cutting up wood and making firewood to sell to people. Because obviously, I mean, there is a winter. Even though we skip it, there's a winter. We'll put the mower right here, I guess. Lower it down, drop it off. Yeah, one time I put the seed drill down, I must have had canola still into it. Is that canola? Yeah, canola. Ready for harvest. So, yeah, you put the seed drill down, even though it's not actually on. It it clicked on. Alright, so let's go over, and so what we left for slurry in our tanker here, it's half full, so now the cows can start filling that back up. It's been a rough day. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's why I like to call it quits in real life too, if I could. But let's go down here and relax by the fire and call it an episode. So basically all we do is like fertilize our big field. Ooh, there goes dinner. And fertilize, well, half fertilize of one of the fields that we've been working on. And just mowed around a bit. So we got those workers up in the northwestern part. Hopefully they can finish sometime soon. And if they're not done, hopefully when I reload the game, they're still there. But next time we'll have to hire 3 workers to get up there and cultivate those fields. And at some point, we'll get up there and fertilize it, because you can't hire workers to fertilize. Here comes my best buddy, Rex. He's so good. I fed him 4 sausages, and he's been hanging around here for months without ever having to feed him again. Someone probably mentioned maybe the wife's feeding him. Maybe she is. I don't know. Maybe she's going to John's store buying sausages and feeding him. But like I said, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on The Day on the Farm. But until then, have a good one.